prima cosa that we need to do is to put on the fadale. And fadale in Italian means apron. And today I am very excited about this meal. My wonderful sponsor, Stephen Bailey, with Bailey Fishing and Charters, went fishing and provided me with one of our local fishes that we have here in Florida that is called Sheepshead. It's actually, they call that the poor man's lobster. And I am going to be showing you how I'm going to do that. And the first thing I want to do is I want to get my pan started, and I have it on medium high, because I have these wonderful Shishito peppers, these beautiful Shishito peppers that I am going to be putting in there until they get nice, and they're going to start really showing off their flavors. And I want to say hello, Alana, I see you, beautiful. I want to thank all of you that are joining me. We are live. And the first thing I want to do is, what I have here is, you know, there's a lot of infused oils out there, but I like to prepare my own infused oil. And what I do is I have cloves of garlic and some black pepper that goes in here like that, in this olive oil. And what is done is it is infuses this olive oil to be like a garlic pepper oil. And I just want to put some in my pan. Maybe 1-2 tablespoons, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a lot of this, and we are going to be frying the fish, but not really frying. It's more like pan fried, but it still is kind of frying. And this is what this beautiful fish, and what I've done, you know, it's been, all the scales have been taken out, and I have cut them in little beautiful little bite sizes. And I am going to putting into this deliciousness that I'm going to be showing you. So as the peppers are going to be doing their thing, I am going to walk you through on what I'm going to do with this amazing sheepshead. If you don't have sheepshead, any other fish would do. Sheepshead has got its own personality, and it just came out of the water. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add my wonderful peppers that are going to go right in there. And make sure that when you do this, your peppers are nice and dry, and that's why I had them in here with paper towel. So then, like I said, I'm going to let these guys, and what I want with these guys is just, I want these guys to just start becoming brown. And what I'm doing is, I am trying to, what I've done is, I have given them their own space. So get yourself a pan enough to where they can all, you know, have their own space. All right, so while that is happening over there, let me tell you what is happening over here. And then I'm also going to be showing you a side dish. And let me give you the ingredients. What I have here is about 8 ounces of Shishito peppers. And I have about 2 tablespoons of infused oil that I told you how to do it. For my fish that I'm going to have it sitting over here, I have 2 beautiful, look at these beautiful organic eggs. 2 beautiful organic eggs are going to go right in here like so. 2 beautiful organic eggs goes into that. And then what I've done here is I've taken a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of rosemary, a teaspoon of margarine, and 1 zest of a lemon. Okay, that's going to go right in here like so. Just like that. I want to make sure that I get all of that. And it goes really nicely, guys, with this wonderful fish. Now I'm going to have some black pepper that I have here, and I'm just going to kind of, you know, eye it, you know, whatever, how much black pepper you want. I'm going to grab my salt, because I'm going to bring it here. Now my peppers, you can hear them? Can you hear them? They are doing their thing, and they're starting to get, oh yes, they're starting to pop. Ooh, it's like popcorn, but it's Shishito peppers. And they're delicious, let me tell you. I wish you have these, and these are mild. I don't like the hot ones. And I tell you, you know, I only get them once a year. When they come out, I buy them. And they're wonderful. So when that is happening there, I am going to come back over here. I do not have any salt in here. I just want to mix my egg like that, okay? And then I'm going to grab my fish, and I'm just going to put them all in there like that, just like that. Because it's almost lunchtime here, and we definitely want to eat this. And then I'm just going to be using my fork just to kind of, you know, make sure that they are all nice and coated like this. Can you guys see that? See what I'm doing? I am coating them in all the deliciousness. All right, so that is the fish that I have here. I'm just going to move it to the side over here. In the meantime, get yourself, and what I've done here is I have some, you can use flour if you want, but in this case, I have chosen to use wonderful breadcrumbs. And these are the breadcrumbs from the breads that I made a year or so ago. I dried my bread, and then I made them into breadcrumbs. So I have my own breadcrumbs. In the meantime, I'm still going to pay attention to my shishito peppers over here, because you know you want the shishito peppers, guys. Here, let me see if I can get this without dropping the pepper. Oh, wait a minute, there it goes, just like that. You see that? Okay, I dropped it. But the drop police is not here, so we're not going to worry about it. So just going to keep mixing them until they're nice and toasty, because that's what we want. All right, in the meantime, while that is going on, I'm going to tell you my other side dish. I have 1 can of drained cannellini beans. Hello, beautiful cannellini beans. And they have been drained and rinsed. I also have 3 peppers, 3 of the little peppers, not the big peppers, and I just have some yellow and red peppers. I have 1 entire white onion. I also have 2 shallots. I also have 4 cloves of garlic. Ooh, they're popping. And what I also have here is I have a teaspoon of granulated garlic and a teaspoon of granulated onion powder. And that's going to be for the other side dish. Now these guys are starting to do, like I said, they're doing their thing. And exactly that's what I want to do. And what that is, it takes about a good 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, what I want to do here is that I want to move everything out of the way. And I'm going to go grab a plate, because that's what I forgot. You know, we are allowed to forget. You know, if we forget, no big deal. You just go get a plate. You know, don't worry about it. You know, life already has its own stresses. We don't need to add more stress to that stress. All right, so what I want to do is I want to start over here. And I'm just going to take my little guys, you know, make sure that they're nice, got the nice little egg, and I'm just going to drop it like that. I have quite a few of these guys. And make sure, you guys, that when you're working with fish, that you take your fish out 15 minutes before you cook your fish. And that way your fish is not going to curl. Yes, curl. And these are just going to be like bite-sized, and they're going to be delicious. And it doesn't take much, because, you know, thyme and rosemary and margarine and lemon zest have their own wonderful personalities and flavors. So what I want to do is I just want to come very lightly and just put them like so. See how quick that goes? Look how quick that goes, guys. And these are, we're just going to pan fry these guys. Pan fry these guys. So I'm just kind of, see, look how fast and that easy. Very simple, very fast. And especially, you know, if you're a tired mom, or if you've been working all day, this is a nice and easy, delicious meal. So I'm just going to continue to do that. My peppers are just almost done. And all of this, guys, it's almost like a half an hour. Thank you, Rachel Ray, because Rachel Ray is a wonderful cook, you know, and I used to watch her a lot on television, and I learned a lot from her, you know, in her 30-minute meals, because at that time I was a single mom. And I worked 45 hours, and when I came home, it was all about homework, and it was also about making meals. And I learned a lot from her, and then over the years, I evolved in my own recipes. And this is a wonderful, wonderful little recipe, and it's okay if all these little guys get on top of each other. It's not going to hurt anything. See how easy that goes. See how fast that goes, guys. All you have to do is just get yourself organized. I always talk about getting yourself organized, because that's what makes it so much easier. Makes it so much easier for you. And you don't really have to do anything. What I like to do is I like to serve these guys really with some lemon. And then you could just squeeze some lemon in there. So now I'm done with that. Get that out of the way. And then I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm just going to continue to just get it all, you know, mixed like that. Super easy transaction. All right, so that is done. So these are all ready for me to start frying them up. In the meantime, I'm going to come back over here to look at my beautiful peppers. Oh, yes. and you want them to blister. You know, you want them to really blister because that's what gives it that wonderful flavor. All right, so I just kind of continue to blister them. And you have to, what I'm doing here is I am working, guys. Yes, I am working with high heat. So right now I just raised it a little bit more to high heat because we want these guys to blister. So kind of move them around so you know they're all blistered in all the different size there. I'm going to get myself a paper towel. I'm going to get a platter, and then I'm going to bring this over here because I don't, you know, so then that way it'll absorb whatever oils. So now I'm going to go ahead and take them out like so. Very simple, very easy. I'm going to lower my heat over here to about a medium, and that's what I want to do. Because next, in the same oil, to give that beautiful flavor, in the same oil, guys, I am going to start making my other side dish, and then I'm going to finish this all up with, you know, getting the fish going. So now at this time, you want to take your salt, and you just want to just let it rain salt, just like that. And that takes care of that. And then what I want to do here is I want to get some saran wrap. This is saran wrap. And we're going to just kind of tent this and put this to the side. Boom. That's done. Now to this over here, I'm just going to add a little bit more of olive oil, a delicious, the same oil. And I want to get my garlic in there. So my garlic is going to go in here. It's going to give such a beautiful flavor to these beautiful beans, to these white beans. My wonderful shallots are going to go in there. My beautiful onions that are going to go in here, and also my wonderful peppers. I have not yet added the teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. I have not done that yet, so that takes care of that. So now I'm back to these guys, and then I am back to my fish like so, okay? Follow me so far? Good, I'm glad you are. I do go quick because, you know, this is a nice quick meal. And what we want to do here is I am eyeing to see how everybody is working here, how everybody is doing here. And I can see that at this time I am going to need a little bit more of this beautiful infused olive oil. And here's the thing, guys. If you want to create more of this, all you got to do is get yourself some more olive oil. You just add it in here like so. And what I would suggest you do is this will keep on top of my counter for 3 to 4 to 5, sometimes a week. As soon as my garlic, if you use organic garlic, it'll last you a week. If you don't use organic garlic, it doesn't last more than 2 days. It starts to turn brown. So if you want some good infused, and you can actually even put rosemary in here as well. When you do that, when you're using the herbs, it doesn't last this long. So right now, what I want to do is I just want my onions with my peppers to be doing their thing here. And now I'm going to come in with my wonderful garlic and onion powder. And as you can see, I have not salted anything yet. And what I'm using here is organic, no salt cannellini beans. So now I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. Right goes in there just like so. Very easy transaction. Now I'm going to add my beans. You know, this is a dish that my mom would make over and over and over again. And you know, we never just eat beans without adding some type of garlic, some type of peppers. It's, you know, this is one of my mother's recipes, this particular bean. And I love these beans. You know, we would eat a lot of cannellini beans, and I love beans. I really do, and they're so high in fiber. But also, let me tell you something about shishito peppers. They help lower the LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. They lower blood sugar level, guys. It's excellent source of vitamin C and E. It boosts the immune system. What I bring to you is health. For you to be able to be healthy, for you to be able to not get sick. It also improves eyesight. It's good for those with asthma, and I have asthma. And shishito peppers, I wish that we had them all year long because I would eat them a lot because they're very good for asthma. So my beans are almost done. It doesn't take a lot. Now, my father, he would add some hot peppers to this, but I'm not going to add hot peppers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the remainder of my onion and garlic powder. I'm just going to add that right on there, just like that, because I really, really like that flavor. Because, you know, we can cut down on salt and we can cut down in a lot of sickness by cutting down on salt and cutting down on sugar. Because sugar is what causes, well, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist, but if you do your research, sugar can also cause a lot of problems for you. So check that out. I have cut down a lot in sugar and I have cut down a lot in salt. And so what I do is, if I want my coffee to taste good, I add cinnamon. I add different things, nutmeg. I add little things. I could add, you know, dark chocolate to give it better flavor. So you can use other things besides sugar and salt. Well, salt is good, but you know, I think it's just overly used and it's not that great for our health. All right, so now this right here, I am going to grab another bowl that I have here. Let me grab that bowl that I have here, because this, guys, is pretty much all done. That's how long it takes for these beautiful beans. So I'm just going to put these beautiful beans just like so, just like that. See that? Let me show you that to you. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yes, yes, yes. All right, so then I'm going to get this right here. And it's okay, you know, if I make a mess, you know, it's fine to make a mess. I'm not going to worry about making a mess. All right, so in the same pan that I have over here, I'm going to grab a paper towel. My thing is yelling at me. Okay, I know. What happened with you? It doesn't like it when I pick it up. For some reason, it doesn't. I'm just going to wipe this up. It's good for you guys to get something that is a non-stick pan. And so now I'm going to add the rest of my olive oil, my infused olive oil. Maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons here. Oh, wait a minute. Where did it go? Okay. And I still have it on medium. And you know, and my father, when he would make, because when we first moved here from Pittsburgh, because that's where we used to live before we came to Florida, my father, this was his favorite fish. He loved sheepshead. And he would always put garlic in the olive oil. But I have discovered that if I put the garlic inside the olive oil, it will infuse it. And I don't have to add it into the pan and worry about it, you know, being burned. So now what I want to do is, this is going to be really quick. I am going to add my little fish right in here like so. Get my little guy in here. Oh yeah. You know, it's really funny. I gotta tell you the story. My dad would always, when we would go fishing, you know, and he taught me how to fish. He taught my daughter how to fish. He taught the whole family how to fish. He would always bring a pan with him. And he would always bring breadcrumbs with him and olive oil. So as he would get the fish, he would clean it right there, guys. And then he would cook the fish right there, and we would have this deliciousness, nice and hot. And it was so yummy in those days. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And now, you know, that it's my turn to be able to do this deliciousness. You know, when you have a non-stick pan, you don't need to be using a lot of oil. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not using a lot of oil. Now, in the meantime that I have that, I'm just going to clear my board over here. Because, you know, I do make a mess. And you know what? It's okay to make a mess. Because I have this underneath, which I just pick it up, put it in the wash, and it's done, you know. Don't stress yourself out. Life is too short for all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you to this wonderful platter. Because in this wonderful platter, I have my beautiful beans. And then I have my beautiful peppers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my beautiful peppers like so. Yes, let me put these beautiful peppers like that. Look at those beautiful peppers. Oh, I am so hungry. I can't wait. And my husband is standing right there because he is also hungry. And I'd like to start with the peppers first. Because in that way, because if you cook the fish first, by the time you eat all of this, it's cold. And who wants to eat cold food? I don't. But now my beans that have been sitting over there with all this deliciousness. Oh, look at those beautiful white beans. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Let me bring this closer to you guys. Look at this. Look at this beans. Look at this beautiful beans. These are, like I said, this is from my mother. So I got my mother here. I got my father here. I got everybody. I got my familia over here. And I know that they're watching from heaven or wherever they are, and they're going, ah, that looks so good. Eh, bono, 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 trova, bono, 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 bono. My mother will probably go, bono, 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 good, 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 good. And this is what I'm doing, just like that. It doesn't have to be so fancy. And of course, I gotta taste. Oh my God. And then with the remainder, I would just kind of put it right over to that. I'm not even going to put it over my Shishito. I love that name, Shishito. Shishito, Shishito. Okay, so now that is done. Cover that. Flip my little fish because these guys don't take that long. And they're nice and they're turning themselves so beautifully. And wait till you see these guys. Oh, they look so beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby, 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 baby. I'm so hungry. Oh yeah, so now that I have this, I'm going to put that to the side. And I know that my lemon went somewhere. Where did my lemon go? Because, you know, I used an entire zest of a lemon. So, you know, you got to use the lemon. So what I like to do is I like to cut my lemon like so. Cut your lemon, guys. And then what I like to do is I just like to just cut them like that, like on 4. Because, you know, this is something that I grew up with. We always had lemon with fish. And then I would just bring my wonderful lemons like so, put them right over here. However you want it, you know, however you want to have them. You know, whatever makes you happy. You know, it's about being happy and really enjoying our food. And then now I'm going to take these guys out because these guys are done. And I'm just going to put him like that. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. These are so tasty. And these are so good. Reggie's like, can I have some? Well, we'll see. We'll see if you behave. He's like, I have behaved. I can eat another one. I can eat another one. He did have fish earlier because, you know, he loves fish. I'm telling you, this dog is like not a, you know, it's like a human dog. So, you know, if you're having guests over, this is such a pretty plate. And then what I'm going to do now, because, you know, I'm going to let you go, but I just want to add some more little bit of olive oil into that pan. And then the rest of these guys, I could just add them just like that. Very simple transaction. I will kind of cook these guys on medium because I really don't want them to burn. Okay? So then, now, what you have, or if you don't want to do it like that, guys, you can also slice them. If you want, you can just add them like so. So we can make it a little prettier presentation. You know, it's all about presentation. It's all about presentation. And I am using organic. Everything is organic. All right, guys. And then what you end up with is, let me bring it to you. Watch it, Reggie. Move, move, move. This is what you're looking at. Shishito peppers with cannellini Italian beans and wonderful sheephead alla Italiano. Okay, guys. This is all I have for you today. I want to thank my beautiful sponsor, Stephen Bailey. Thank you so much, Stephen Bailey with Bailey's Fishing Charters. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, he can take you fishing and you guys have a wonderful time and catch a lot of fish. I also want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life and Food Superstore for the wonderful cannellini beans. And I also want to thank Solangel for my beautiful nails with Color Street. And I also want to thank Cola Harris with FARMASI. And I want to thank you for joining me in this beautiful mangiata. Guys. Now it's time for lunch. Look at this beautiful mangiata. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. Blessings.